So hello everyone, in this video I'll be telling you which type of CSS has the highest priority. So the priority level of all these different styles are goes like this, that inline CSS is having the highest priority, but the internal and the external CSS uh, is kind of equal. So they have the equal kind of priority, but the priority of the internal and external CSS file goes up when whichever is written after or whichever is written at the last. So if you are adding this style at the end, so this is internal CSS, so will be having the highest priority. Okay, and if you're adding this link tag, if you're adding this link of external CSS file after the internal CSS, then this external CSS file will be having the highest priority. So let me just explain you with an example. For example, right now this heading 2 is having the blue color, blue text color, and the background is aquamarine. You can think of that. But if I want to change the text color, for example, so if I added the text color with an inline style, for example, if I change the color to yellow, that will change the color of heading 2, right? So it's working because it follows the highest priority. We have given H2 color blue in internal CSS, and in the inline CSS we have given color yellow. So it is taking the priority of inline CSS, not the internal CSS, because I told you that inline CSS is having the highest priority. Now this was one example. If I change this color in not inside the inline CSS but inside the external CSS, so what will happen actually? So if I change H2 color purple, for example, if I save this, so you can see that it is still taking the blue color, which is the internal CSS color. Okay, so we have specified the internal CSS color as blue because I told you that internal and external CSS priority is defined whichever is written after or whichever is written at the last. So right now in this case, internal CSS is written after or written after the in external CSS, or at the last internal CSS is there. So it is having the highest priority right now. But if I change this external CSS file position and place it after the internal CSS file or at the last, then it this will become the most recent styling. Then that's why it will override the previous H2 color, which is color blue, and it will overwrite with the color purple, which we have defined in the external CSS file. So that's what I wanted to show. Now it will take the purple color. You can see that. So this is actually what happens with the internal and external CSS. Both of them has the equal priority. The priority is higher or not, that is defined whichever is written after or whichever is written at the last. So if you write internal CSS at the last, so then that will be your highest priority, and if you write external CSS, then that will be your highest priority. So this is what I wanted to tell you in this video about the priority of different type of CSS. uh, in the next video we'll be talking about the selectors in more detail. Let's meet in the another one. Thank you for watching.